Coming up on this episode of the Designers of Change podcast.
Sometimes we are stuck because we are not willing to do the work that it needs to get us to the next level.
Yes.
And another part to that, many times we want to go to the next level, but the next level is not defined. So we want, like when we are in church service, we are going to the next level and you say, what does the next level look like? We don't know. But coming back to your point about being disciplined, a lot of time we are not being disciplined for us to take us to the next level. We can be talented.
Right.
But talent alone is never enough for you to be
Mm-hmm.
successful. And so you're going to have to pay your price.
One of the most frustrating things in life is to actually feel as though you are stuck. You're stuck in that job, you're stuck at that school, you're stuck in that relationship, and you just don't know how to get out, how to progress. Well, here on Designers of Change, episode 29, we are going to help you unstuck. And I know Mr. Wright is going to have fun with this topic, but we want to say a huge thank you to our amazing sponsors, to Jace Myrie Media, Mind Food International, Superlative Auto, Grace Creates, Amanda's Kitchen, Mag 24/7, Wrecking Services, Regional Consulting Services, the Self-Care Bar, so many. We just got Proactive Lifestyle Limited on board with us. We are super excited. Also to Jess's Home Decor, and so much more is happening for the Designers of Change, and we are absolutely grateful. Mr. Wright, how do we unstuck?
That's a great question. But guess what? When have you ever break down while you are driving, you break down on the highway?
Mm-hmm. Like the car breaks down.
Yeah, your car breaks down on the highway. And immediately when your car breaks down and you get out of your car, the first thing is that you see a lot of car passing your by.
Yes.
You see everybody zoops. And the more you stand right beside your car, trying to figure out what to do, try to get a mechanic or what it is that your car is experiencing. One of the things that get into your mind is this: I should have been further.
Absolutely.
I should have been further. And there are so many people right now who are watching this. You are saying to yourself, I should have been further in life. And that's a very dangerous feeling, babes.
Oh Lord.
To be stuck, to be sitting on the sidewalk, the sidewalk of life or the highway of life, can't move, and you're saying to yourself, I should have been further in life. And all of us have been there. Probably you're working a job and you have so many potential, and you are saying, I should have been further. Because you see, all of your peers, by now your peers probably have PhD, they have bought home, they have kids. And we are living in a social media era now where it's very easy to look at your doctored friend's life, and it's easy to fall into a comparison trap. But we are talking about the inner feeling that someone have that great potential and they know they should have been further wherever you are right now. And it can be a aspect of your life, because one part of your life may be flourishing.
Yes, looks progressive.
Looks progressing. Your
but then
marriage,
another area, you're saying to yourself, boy, God help me here.
Yeah, because your business can hit a plateau. Your marriage is doing well, but you have started this business for 10 years and you have stuck right here. And nothing worse than when you see some money, probably they start 2 years than you, and they are
2 years, 2 years less later.
Yeah.
Like they started after you,
and they are much further. And so feeling stuck in life is not a great feeling. It's not a great feeling.
As you were there talking, like, even I myself, I can sympathize so much because I know I go through it as well. And, there is a pain that you feel when you feel as though you are just not making any progress.
Yes.
And sometimes if you weren't making any effort, if you weren't making the sacrifices, you wouldn't feel so bad. But because you know that you actually are and nothing is happening, that eats at you ever so often. And so it's something that, people struggle with.
Yeah, all of us struggle. And there's not a single human being on this planet who is progressive, who doesn't feel stuck
Yeah.
in life at one point or another, and especially when you become aware of who you are.
Ooh, powerful.
So that is what makes
yes.
feeling stuck.
It's the awareness
It's the
part.
awareness that
because
I have more. Yeah.
if you didn't care,
If you didn't care,
if it didn't matter to
Yeah.
you, if you didn't know, you were just
Yeah.
going about your life
Yeah.
doing same old mundane things,
Mundane,
it
yeah.
would have been fine. You would feel fine. But once you become
Become aware.
aware that this something is just not right, I should have been further, it's so painful.
Yes.
I want to make a really quick example. So we started the Designers of Change podcast YouTube channel
Yes.
after our daughter.
Yes.
And would you believe our 11-year-old daughter watches our page constantly? And she's like, man, you guys just started this channel and you have more subscribers than I do. And I understand her pain because she works at her channel.
Yes.
And I have to take that time out to say to her, okay, love, remember that your channel caters to this audience while ours cater to X audience. And I have to remind her, I said, baby, remember, we've been doing this thing for a long time. So people know us. So
Yes.
you can't compare the two because it's incomparable.
Yes. And because we are in that era where it's very easy to compare. But there are several things that, and we're going to talk about it, there are several things that cause us
To feel
to
stuck.
feel stuck. One of them is being overwhelmed and burnt out. When you are burnt out, because sometimes we as a human being, we try to do everything,
Yeah.
which is not good for us.
Yeah.
And so it's like you have 100 seed, but you have one bucket of water. And you try to use that bucket of water to water
The 100 seeds.
So after you use all of that one bucket of water to water 100 seed and you are not seeing any progress because your focus is scattered and so many things, you feel a sense of burnt out.
Oh, of course.
You feel a sense of burnout, and then in that sense you become overwhelmed with life.
But you know, it's twofold because you have 100 seeds, one bucket of water. You can only water the 100 seeds for a few days or
Yes.
a day or two,
Yes.
versus if you had probably 2 or 5 seeds that you're watering consistently, you'd have many more days
Yes.
to water that seed. So the resources can go a long way when you focus. And I find that a lot of entrepreneurs, oh my gosh, that's something that I constantly speak about. Yes, you want your business to grow. Yes, you want to do different things and you need progress and you need your social media to gain followers, but you cannot be doing everything.
Yes, you can't be doing everything.
You cannot be a jack of all trades because you are going to be, it's only you and probably one other person working. Everybody's going to be tired.
Yes.
And then you want to quit.
Yes. And so that feeling of being burnt out, majority of the time, comes from doing too many things. And trying to be progressive in too many things.
Right.
Which in life really need a really sense of focus. Because whatever you're going to do in life, for it to progress, it really needs time, effort.
Absolutely.
Because you need time on your side. If you're going to plant a seed today, a mango seed today, you're not going to see any result
Tomorrow.
And so that mango seed need constant water, nourishment for it to even to sprout, for it to become a tree. And so what we are trying to plant 100 mango seed,
right.
and we are doing too many things. And so what our life becomes diluted, and from that we become overwhelmed. And when we become overwhelmed and burnout, we get a feeling of being stuck in life.
Right. And you know, burnout, it can apply to every area of life because if it is that you are not balancing,
yes,
you're definitely going to feel it and you're not going to be effective. And so, I know that burnout is one thing, but what about self-limiting beliefs and sabotage in your own success?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a way that people find themselves stuck too?
Yes. Majority of the time, a lot of the time, we become stuck in life because our own limitation that we have set on
Right,
ourselves
right.
and our mindset. And here's the thing, we have seen it. A lot of people, they don't read, they don't listen to podcasts, they don't have mentorship. And so when those shackles on your mind are there, you can't grow, because here's the thing, you can't grow because here's the thing, your feet will never take you where your mind has never been.
Absolutely.
And because you are limited in your thinking, you're going to self-sabotage. Recently we were driving and I asked you a question. I said, are we limited by our belief system or by our resource? And there are a lot of time that we think that we are limited by our resource, which is some case it is not the
It's
truth.
not false.
It's not, yeah.
But you are more limited by your negative
Yeah.
belief
The
system, or your limited or negative belief system. That will hold you back more, because if you actually are a positive person, you're aware, you can get help.
Yes, you can get help.
You can get help.
And so if you break the shackles of your mind, you can escape the gravitational pull of your self-limitation. For example, they say when a rocket is leaving Earth, 90% of the rocket fuel is used to escape Earth's gravitational pull and the drag, the air pressure drag. Now, when the rocket leave Earth's atmosphere or the gravitational pull, guess how many fuel it use after that? None. And so that rocket can orbit Earth for years without using no other fuel, because it has break the gravitational pull and it's simply using the momentum to orbit Earth. Now, when you break free from those limited beliefs, you are what do we want to say? You are unstuck in your own life.
Right. You're unstoppable.
Yeah, you're unstoppable.
So you're moving, because that's the whole point of being stuck. There's no momentum. There's no movement.
Yeah, there's no movement. Yeah.
So you need movement to take place, right? And here's another thing too, and it's something that I reflect on a lot. What are some of the things, like I'll ask myself, what are some of the things that you believe that is holding you back? And you have to be honest with yourself.
Yes.
Right? I know at one point I thought maybe because of how I look, there's some rooms I wouldn't be invited to. And then as soon as I did away with that, I debunked that. We started getting invitation to some rooms where nobody in the room looks like us. And so this is a serious topic, and it's something that you have to start to do some introspection first before you can get to the unstucking part.
Yes.
But when we come back, I know we're going to be talking about how we can get that movement to happen, right? But I want us to take a break right here. When we come back, we're going to be talking about how do you unstuck your life? And that's the part that you want to make sure you stick and stay for. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Designers of Change podcast. We are on episode 29, and we are talking about how do you unstuck yourself. When you're going through that plateau phase, when you feel as though stagnation is taking place. But we want to say a huge thank you to our amazing sponsors. We just partnered with Proactive Lifestyle Limited. We're super excited to be working with them, but we're so grateful that we already have an amazing team here. Jace Myra Media is in the building as always. Mind Food International for all your human resource services, training, consultancy, or maybe you need some recruitment support. We are here to support your needs. Of course, we want to say a huge thank you to Amanda's Kitchen, Grace Creates Superlative Auto, Mags 24/7 Wrecking Services, the Self-Care Bar, Regional Consulting Services, all the way from Cayman, Jesse's Home Decor, SK Catering, and I wonder if we're forgetting anybody else. Yes, you, because you should be sponsoring us as well. Come on board, guys. This is an amazing mission that we're on, and we need as much support as we possibly can get. So, Mr. Wright, how do we get our stuck vehicle in motion?
So before we get up, because we were talking about what keep people stuck, apart from our self-limited belief, sabotaging our own self, another thing that get us stuck in the rut of life is a lack of vision and purpose that we have for our life.
True.
Because vision is a mental picture of taking humanity forward. That means if you don't have a vision for your life, you don't have a vision for your family, you don't have a vision for your church, you don't have a vision for your business,
Right.
whatever it is that you are leading, if you don't have a vision for that thing, you are going to
It's not gonna move.
You're not going to
Powerful.
meet. And if you don't have a sense of purpose in life, because purpose is what gives us the awareness that we are full of potential, that we have something on earth to do. And so if you don't have vision and a sense of purpose, then you are going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel stuck. And
You're
then
gonna feel hopeless.
you're
Don't you?
yes, you're going to feel, because
Yes.
where purpose is known, it gives birth to hopelessness. And so if you are hopeless today and you don't have a feeling of purpose, you don't have a sense of a vision, then you are going to feel as if you are stuck in life.
Yes.
And so you want to get out of that. Now, how do we get unstuck our life? The first one is that you need a vision.
No.
You need a vision for your life. You need a personal vision for your life of taking humanity forward.
I wanna just make that very, very simple and practical for you. Where are you going?
Yes.
What is your contribution to humanity?
Yes.
Right?
And that's very important. Where are you going? Now, if you know where you're going and you are still stuck in life, you still feel as if you are stuck, then you need a mentor.
Yes.
Mentorship is very, very important.
So
Now,
important.
if you are driving your car and your car gets stuck in the mud and you can't get your car out of the mud by itself, majority of the time, a lot of time, what do they call? They call a wrecker or
Yes.
something
Yes.
to help to pull the car to
Out,
unstuck it,
right.
to pull it out. And
Right.
so sometimes mentorship gives us
that support that we need.
support that we need
to pull us out.
To pull us out. Because a lot of time you're doing the right thing, but you're just too deep down in something you want. Sometimes a mentor can open a door for you. Sometimes a mentor can give you the right perspective, because sometimes you might be growing.
Yes.
But you're like a seed. You are growing beneath first. And so there's nothing sprouting up, but you are doing the right thing. And sometimes you need a mentor to say, hey, Nas, you are doing the right thing. Continue going, and to hold your hand, to pull you out. And if you feel a bit stuck today, you're going to need a mentor to
Powerful.
to get you unstuck there.
Powerful. Powerful. Now, we also know that, feeling stuck can be a result of failure
Yes.
or something that has happened that has disrupted your entire thought process. And, sometimes we go through a process of grieving what we thought
Yes.
our life would be.
Yes.
Now, another way to unstuck yourself is to actually learn from those setbacks and those mishaps. Instead of sitting every day and wallowing in self-pity, take accountability. How can you actually learn from this mistake instead of sitting here crying over the spilt milk?
Yes. And you put it right. A lot of time we have grieved the death of a life that we should
I've had, yeah.
have had. Probably someone who is going to an engineering school, they probably were in university to become an engineer. That person dropped out of school for whatever reason it might have been, and they are living in a constant grief. They should have been an engineer.
Right.
They should have been further, because
Right.
that is a very thing that we think about when our car is stuck
True.
on a road. When our car breaks down on a road, we should have been further. But here's the thing, as I put it, you need to learn from a mistake.
Yes.
What caused me to
Be here.
be here? And if you're going to always constantly looking back, you're you're in the back of your life, the back end of your life, digging up the past, then you're not going to move forward. What you need to do is bury the corpse of your past
I
and
love
move
that.
forward. You want to learn from your past. You want to learn from your past so that whatever you learn, you can use it to extract, to make you propel you forward.
Absolutely.
But if you're going to be always
Looking back all the
looking
time,
back in the rearview
you're not gonna
mirror,
move
then you're
forward.
going to crash.
Absolutely.
You're going to crash. And so learn from your mistake. Stop grieving about the past. Some of us, I can't tell somebody to stop if they lost something yesterday to stop. No, but there must be a point. If you are grieving for the past 20 years,
That's a long time.
that's a long time. And so there must be a cutoff point when you can say, you know what, I'm going to stop wallow in the past.
Absolutely.
And so you have to learn from a mistake to move to get unstuck.
Absolutely. Another one as well to help you to unstuck yourself. If you feel as though you're stagnant, you're not making progress, is you have to let go of unrealistic expectations. You know, sometimes we make some big audacious goals,
Yeah.
and you know, we say to ourselves, boy, you know, I'm going to be a billionaire by the end of the year.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that, you know, it's
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
But if we were to really, make it a little bit more
Yeah, because
realistic.
I tell you what. Yeah, when I just left university, for some reason, I don't know if I was delusional, but I believe that when I left UTech in 2010, I believe that I would have been probably a CEO of a major company
Wow.
in 2 years.
When
in 2 years.
okay,
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know where that dream comes from.
Ambitious.
Yeah, and by the time year 2 come, I was not even, and I don't even have a good job and I had a degree, and so you
Still unemployed.
and so you that overwhelming feeling as if you are crushed by life. You
Right.
feel stuck because it was
It's unrealistic.
unrealistic.
You're coming out of school, fresh out of school, no experience.
experience.
And trust me, I mean, a bachelor's, that's just the basic.
That's
to get to a
basic.
CEO level, maybe you need a master's or a PhD. But again, we set these audacious goals. And when we don't meet them, we're filled with so much grief because we feel as though we should have
Yeah.
been further. We're looking at people who are in those positions, not realizing that it's 20, 30 years of work. You see the problem? That's something we have to recognize. Now, here's another one. We also have to develop the discipline to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I learned? Because over the past few months, as I started taking my whole health and wellness journey serious, I started to realize that all these wonderful physiques that I'm seeing online, these ladies have been working in the gym for 2 to 3 years. And I'm
Yes.
like, my word.
Yes.
And I thought that took them like 4 months.
No.
It takes so much time. And here's another thing that I didn't know right off the bat. You could be making progress and, losing fat, gaining muscle. The scale does not move.
Yeah. Sometimes we are stuck because we are not willing to do the work that it needs to get us to the next level.
Yes.
And another part to that, many times we want to go to the next level, but the next level is not defined. So we want, like when we are in church service, we are going to the next level and you say, what does the next level look like? We don't know. But coming back to your point about being disciplined, a lot of time we are not being disciplined for us to take us to the next level. We can be talented.
Right.
But talent alone is never enough for you to be successful. And so you're going to have to pay your price. And that's when both of us started out in 2013. 2013. So we are now what? That's 13 years ago. 13 years ago. We took 13 years to get to this point.
Yes.
That's a lot of work.
A whole heap.
That's a lot of sacrifice.
A whole heap.
And that's a lot of pain.
Yep.
And so there are many people, because greatness comes with a cost. Greatness comes with a cost. And if you're going to be the best in the life, you have to put up, you have to tolerate with paying that price. Some night you'd have to go to your bed and cry. There are many times that you want to purchase your dream car, but you have to invest in your business. You have to pay stuff. And so a lot of time we are not where we are. Not because we are not talented, not because you are not gifted, but you are stuck because sometimes we simple don't want to pay the price.
It takes a level of discipline that is unimaginable. And I think we need to get into the habit. When you see people doing well, you ask them.
Yeah.
Ask them.
Ask the price.
You really don't eat KFC hot wings? And they say no.
The price. One time Jesus mentees, they came to Jesus, two of them, James and John, and one want to sit at the right, and one want to sit at the left of Jesus in his kingdom. And Jesus told them, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, yes. Can you drink from my cup?
Yeah, Jesus said, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're asking. And he said, can you pay the price that I'm about to pay to sit here?
Yeah.
Can you pay the price
Powerful.
that we pay to sit here?
Powerful.
And so when you sit anywhere, when you see a building, you need to ask the person who owns that building, what price did you pay?
Yes.
What price did you pay? What discipline am I required of? Because what we see sometimes with our eyes deceive us every day.
Oh, yeah.
What you see is never
The full story.
the full story. There's always more to what you see. There's always more to what you see. There's always more to what you see.
I want to add our final point, that as we speak about, feeling stuck in life and how to become unstuck, all the businessmen that I know that are doing well, they feel stuck.
Yeah, all of us feel stuck. Yeah.
Every person out there that you feel has achieved some level of success, they feel stuck. You want to know why? Because the version of their reality that they're experiencing is not what they're experiencing in their head.
Yeah.
And they know that they're capable of so much more, but it takes so much time for things to catch up.
Yeah.
We're not okay.
Yeah.
We're not okay because we're not seeing what we know that we truly possess.
Yeah.
And so understand that this feeling of uneasiness, it continues with you. Once you're aware, once you know your purpose, once you have a vision, you're never truly satisfied because you know that there's always work to be done. But again, if you feel stuck, just make sure you're going through all those points. And of course...
And the last one, I wanted to trust the process.
Okay.
Trust the process. In Six Sigma, they say in Six Sigma is a process that determines the final product. And they say if you want to change a final product, what you do is to change the process. But whatever process you are going through today, if you feel stuck, continue in that process.
Keep going.
You need a mentor. If you need a mentor, get a mentor. But whatever you are going through, you need to get there. Don't die with that potential. And feeling stuck is a good feeling. You know why? It's a good and a bad feeling because at least you come to the realization that there's more inside of me that needs to get out. And talking about getting stuck, to get unstuck your company, you need us.
You need training.
You need training.
Need training. Call us so we can train your staff on whatever area you have in mind. We do have the skills and the expertise. We can create that plan for you to unstuck those employees. We want to change their level of engagement and help you to increase your bottom line. So reach out to Mind Food International and we'll be there to help you. Also, we want to say a huge thank you to our other sponsors, Jace Myrie Media, Proactive Lifestyle Limited, new sponsor on board, Grace Creates, Amanda's Kitchen, Superlative Auto, Mag, 24/7's Wrecking Services, Jess's Home Decor, SK Catering, the Self-Care Bar, also regional consulting services all the way from Cayman. And guys, of course, if you want to sponsor us, we're waiting for you. Let us help you to get unstuck. That's it for episode 29.
And one,
see you again.
Can I throw one word in here?
When we're done,
Go and subscribe. We're done.
go subscribe, guys, on the YouTube channel. If you are listening on the podcast platforms, go over and see our beautiful faces on YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, go and listen to our wonderful voices on the podcast platforms. We're doing well on Apple Podcasts, and we're very proud of the work. Jay's work, turn up, But
Yeah,
Jay's work is exceptional.
Yeah, and we have to pay Jay. So subscribe. Thank you.
See you next time.